Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your fourth live hour of the day here. It's Monday morning at Highlight Crafts. Well, not just at Highlight Crafts, it's Monday morning everywhere. But thank you so much for joining us. It's wonderful to have your company. Thank you very much, Amber. Got the tablet here in hand, so keep us company. Let us know that you're watching. Hey, look. Well, you can see the festivities are in full swing. We have gone all out. Um, it is like Blackpool in here. But what just put some little twinkly lights out because we've got the Cadence snow paints back in stock. I can't even begin to tell you when it was that we last had these. It could even have been last year when we had some of these mediums in. It's been an awfully long time, definitely all of summer. I think it may have been January, February when they finally went, the last few. But we did get them in for Christmas 24, so hey, this is a great opportunity for you to join us for back in stock Christmas Cadence, which is very exciting. I wasn't quite anticipating back in stock for today, but managed to get our delivery in, which meant that the lovely Jane had the resin on Saturday, and then we've been able to bring to you back in stock items that have been out for so many months, meaning you have got fabulous giftables, opportunities to craft your Christmas in the next coming weeks, which is very exciting. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. It's great to have your company, and yeah, sounds like everyone had fun this weekend. I think everyone's getting ready in the build-up for Christmas. Lots going on, people doing markets, seeing family, seeing friends, lots of things like that. Good morning to Sandra, good morning Deborah, Crafty Lou, also got Ria as well. We also have, Chris, wonderful to see you. And Emily just popped in there. Welcome back, everyone. Who's excited for Christmassy Makeover Monday? I know I am. Hope you are too. Of course, I'm referring to Emily, who's producing and directing for this hour. Good morning, Emily. Good weekend?
Yeah, it was lovely, thank you.
Good weekend. Lovely weekend from Emily.
How was yours?
Oh, it's very nice, thank you. Yes, very good, thank you. And Laura, yourself, how are you doing?
Good, thank you.
She's all good. Laura is on cameras for this hour as well, which is very exciting. This show is going to run through up until 1 o'clock this afternoon, so we have a 2-hour special, which is nice. Sometimes it's 1, in most cases it's 2, but today, because we've got the Cadence back in, I'm going to be with you for 2 hours, which I'm really looking forward to. Veronica as well is watching. Hi, Veronica. Terry as well says morning. Morning to you, Terry. And the rest of the team and all of the highlighters. All the highlighters getting a shout there as well. Yeah, it's always great to see all of you. Now, the items I'm referring to has been back in stock. We're going to be coming to in a few moments' time, such as the snow foam paint. I know, it's unbelievable stuff. Icy snow paste as well. Mirrored, well, these varnishes, oh my goodness. These are your mica crystal varnishes from Cadence, your sparkle crystal varnish. It is unbelievable stuff. It's kind of like Aquastone, but on the next level. We're going to be going to all of these during the hour today. We've got a wonderful opportunity. I will recap as well the counter for those of you who may join us a little bit later on throughout the day. Not a problem. Not going to complain. Don't worry, join us when you can. But we've got loads to look forward to. Before we go into all the details of course, these items that we have for you and the prices and how to get them, you want to know how to shop, which is really important. So for those of you who don't know, I'm going to cover that off. And for those of you who do, great opportunity to pop the kettle on and grab a cup of tea. Also, as well, if you did just join Stephanie for the previous hour, which, by the way, was amazing. Really loved those stencils, and so much so, managed to squeeze them onto this show as well for you, so we do some inspiration with those. But if you did shop with Stephanie during the hours previous, please make sure to get your basket checked out and get those orders sent home to you. I know it was really busy, so if there's anything in there that's in your basket, I would get it checked out as quickly as you can. Me and Mel are going to be back this evening as well, I believe. I think it's me and Mel, with, of course, another hour with stenciling. So, yeah, lots to look forward to. All right. Okay, here's how it works. We're streaming live on Instagram and Facebook. There are 2 live social media shoppable platforms. On those 2 platforms, you can join us here every day that we are live from the morning, afternoon, and the evening. Now, whilst you're joining us and watching the show, you can also comment. So in the comment section underneath the video is where you can pop hello, good morning, good afternoon, well, whatever it is you fancy saying, really, as long as it's nice. We don't mind. That's where you can comment. But also, along with that, that's where you do your shopping. So, for example, whilst ever we're talking about a product or demoing it, there'll be the details of it displayed on your screen. So right now, Shop Snow is displayed on your screen for, of course, the brand new snow paint from Cadence. Well, if you want to get that home to your front door, you need to get it in your basket. And the way that you do that is in that comment section, type the word shop. So you have to physically type out the word shop, leave a space, and then type the word snow. Now that is the same for every type of product that is on the show, so whether it's shop snow, shop paints, shop plate, always make sure you type that into the comments. As soon as you've done that, automatically it then adds it to the basket for you. So for example, shop mega there, you type that in, that'll put it in your basket for you. Now as soon as you've done that, it enters into your basket, but also as well at the same time, you will receive a direct message from us here at Highlight Crafts, okay? Now within that direct message, there will be a link. All that you need to do is click on the link that we've sent you. That redirects you straight over to the Highlight Crafts website. And when you actually then get to the website, you'll see your order, well, your basket filled with all of the items in that you're about to order. But to make it yours, you've got to press checkout. You have to check that order out, okay? But before you press checkout, another thing to follow is log into your Highlight Crafts account. If you've not got an account with us, don't worry, you can create one there and then. It's free, it's simple, you can cancel it at any time, there's no monthly payments. Also what that does is when you're in the Highlight Crafts Club, is you get discounts on every single item that you buy. So even the savings that you see on the screen, they're going to come down further for you at checkout. Also as well, you're going to get points. Now those points build up in the background, you can spend them as and when you want. Also, when you spend £35 and over, you are going to get free postage. We pay your postage for you. Just make sure that, of course, your discount has come off before that. If it's just dipped under £35, maybe add something else into your basket for a couple of pence or a pound to then qualify for free postage. That's what I do. So, there is how it all works. You can also shop ahead and join us on the website. Over on the Highlight Crafts website, we also stream there for you whenever we are live. So maybe you want to join us there too if you're on the website. Hello, good morning. Also as well, you can join us on YouTube. So it's entirely up to you. Wherever you want to watch us, we can be there to join you, okay? Now we're going to have a fun show as well today because we do have a game lined up for you. Emily said to me, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? And I said, can we have a go at Pictionary? The last couple of shows that I've been on, we've said we'll do it, and then the show's been really busy and we've got lost track and we've never even done it. So Emily's very kindly set us one up for this hour. So to get involved with that, I'm going to draw something at some point during the show. And you'll basically just have to guess what it is I've drawn. I mean, I'm explaining how Pictionary works, but basically you're going to put the word into the comments section of what you think it is I've drawn to get in with a chance to win some points, which is very exciting. Andrea, good morning to you. Leslie, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Leslie. Barbara as well, good morning. Janice, we've got Pauline, good morning to you, Pauline. Lots of you, Tracy, we've got Lexi, Maureen, Eileen as well. Alan, good morning to yourself. Loads of you getting involved as well. Oh, Crafty Luce has had a lovely Sunday afternoon making a Christmas wreath. How wonderful is that? I've not actually done a wreath yet for Christmas. I do want to do one this year. I'm having an evening with some family where they've all said to me, oh, can you please show us how to make a wreath? So I've said, yes, okay, we will do. I'll finally do it. So a few of my family are coming around this year. We're going to have a little wreath making night, which I'm very excited about. Well, not the mess, because I said I'll do it with real trees in it. I know it's just going to go everywhere. But I've said I'll do it. I've said I'll do it now, so it'll hold me to it. Right, let's crack on with the show, shall we? Because it looks like it's already a little bit busy. In no particular order, I'm going to go through the items that we have back in. Now, we're going to start here with the snow foam paint. This here comes in a 250ml bottle from Cadence, okay? It's shop snow for this one. I cannot believe it's only £10 and 99 pence for 250 mils of your snow foam paint. Now, automatically you might be thinking, what is this? Why is this different from gesso? Why is it different from Capella? What makes it different from Sirius? This product is unbelievable, okay? Now you can stencil with this. It has many unique features. Say for example, if you're gonna go onto wood like this, okay? It has a dimensional finish. You can see how pronounced and raised it is, but it's soft. It dries with a foam finish. So it feels and looks and acts like artificial snow. You can color it, you can add glitters to it, but it's a great base for the next product that we're gonna go to in just a few minutes time, which is your icy snow paste. But what this does as well is it's specifically designed for another key use. Now, if you stencil this onto glassware, so windows, all of your windows in front of your house, your front door, it washes off, okay? So it will stay on the surface of the wood like this for as long as you want it to. Stay on there forever. If you stencil it onto glassware, so the panes of your glass, maybe you've got some wonderful snowflakes you're going to stencil through, the palette knife, it takes about an hour to dry. But then when the Christmas is over, if you spritz it with warm soapy water, it will lift away and you can actually wash it off the glassware, wash it off the windows, which means you could do all your big glass table centerpieces, you could do your lanterns, you could do things that you wouldn't typically put away after Christmas, but you might want to stylize for Christmas. This will go on the surface of them. Shops know $10.99 for this. Again, as you're working with it, you can pipe onto it. So if you want to put it into a piping bag, you can use it that way. But let me just go and grab mine. Whilst you're looking at this one, I'll show you the consistency of it because it is honestly unreal. Now, all I'm going to do is bring to you with a palette knife. Okay, take the lid off here and look at this. It has a really interesting consistency. Okay, but it has a bounce to it. So literally, if you let that dry and it bounces, it's amazing stuff. But it is completely flexible too. But you know something else? Now this, I think, is by far my favourite key point about this. You know, we share with you really lacy moulds, detailed moulds, floral moulds. Jane at the weekend had moulds on with resin and they looked brilliant. Snow foam paint is a flexible moulding medium. This is what did it for me. So inside your detailed, intricate lace moulds, look at this. It actually goes in the moulds. I'm peeling this out gently, slowly. It took just over an hour to set inside here. Look at that. That is your snow foam paint. Look at that. It is beautiful. If you want soft, stretchy, flexible mouldings from your detail moulds, this is the product that you need to be able to do it. It's Shop Snow. It's $10.99 for 250 mils. I use like less than a teaspoon of this to actually create this wonderful lace detail, which around glassware, around pottery, around different decorative finishes would just look absolutely stunning. And you can glue it into place and it's going to be there to stay. But also even better, you could actually do it directly onto glass and then wash it off. It's a brilliant medium. It sold out when we first bought it in. So I would 100% suggest going for this, and it's already busy for that one as well. Shop Snow, $10.99. Right, okay. So what we're going to do now is have a look at the other mediums we have on the show as well. Now, one that is one of the best snow mediums for a rigid drying surface is Icy Snow Paste. Now this has a crystallizing with inside it and a glitter too. And what it does is it dries just like frost, okay? So when you see, you know, out in the evening when you've got the tips of frost on the branches, on the top of the grass when it's been a frosty evening, or if you want to create a glimmery finish with a dimensional rigid surface, it's what's been used on this glassware here, okay? So you can really layer this up and it dries solid like cement. But the Icy Snow Paste is, well, basically, put your snow foam down first, icy snow on top to create that fabulous crystallizing look and feel, and then you decorate it with your glimmers, which we're going to go to in a minute. This one, Shop Icy, it's only $9.99. These are your Christmas products, okay? Stenciling with this is fabulous as well. It goes through a stencil like a dream, okay? The consistency of it is just perfect for using with stencils, and you don't even need to use stencil spray because it is literally that dimensional. It just sits within its form. But Shop Icy is £9.99. You got to get it though. You will absolutely love it. Cadence performs and exceeds well at everything that they do. But when it comes to Christmas, in Istanbul in Turkey, where Cadence is, they love the theme of Christmas. They absolutely celebrate. When we went last Christmas, everything in Cadence was Christmas. It was fabulous. Let's have a look. We've got some questions coming through. Can snow foam paint be used on polystyrene, says Pauline. Absolutely it can, Pauline. It will work perfectly fine on polystyrene. It'll work on glass, wood, metal, plastic, polystyrene, you name it, variety of surfaces. Just of course remember that it's not weatherproof, the snow foam paint, because it's designed to be removable with water. But we've decorated baubles, embellishments with it from when we first had it last year. They've been in storage, they've come back out, and they're absolutely fine. So absolutely you can do all of that with it, plus things like this. I mean, look how bouncy it is, and this is what you need. This is what you want, and it's brilliant on paper craft because it's so lightweight. Got another question too as well from Julie. Good morning to you, Julie. Julie says, can you change the colour of it? Absolutely, you can change the colour. Your snow foam paint, you can put ink inside a portion of it and mix it to change the colour. Your icy snow paste, you can also change the colour of as well. I do definitely think that they look best when they are their white tone because they will represent snow, but maybe you want to do it blue so it's a nice icy tint. No, it should not affect the consistency at all. We've been asked. If you were to put a lot of paint in there, do expect it to be slightly thinner. But as you know already, maybe if you've already tried experimenting or mixing with Cadence, you only need a very small amount to actually create a tint with the colour. And we can do that as well during the show. We'll get some blue paint in the studio. We'll have a go at mixing it. Right, okay, so. Go on then. Yeah, shall I have a look at the sparkle varnish just before you go, Emily? Let's have a little look. So, and I'll get talking about that one. Thank you very much. Right, we're going to take you to the sparkle varnish. So this one here for you is Shop Silver. Now, I've shared with you, and we've got it on the show, the Aquastone varnish. But do you want Aquastone's best friend? This is it. Now, what actually is inside here in the varnish is mica powder, okay? And it's got a perfect glimmer to it, which means when you paste it out, look at that iridescent shine that you get. Now, these they've almost dried. I did these this morning, and look at that mica that's evenly, you can see it's still ever so slightly, just damp down here where I've got a bit of pigmentation, but that there is your sparkle varnish. It's unreal. Now again, this is a waterproofing medium, so it's a pre-mixed glitter varnish from Cadence, which will go on papercraft, wood, metal, polystyrene, plastics, anything that you want to coat or encase. This is the one to use. So we do have the silver one here for you, okay? If you want to go for the gold one, that is also available there. Shop Gold, look at that, you can see the mica inside it. Give it a good shake just before we use it. They're $7.99 now. If you want to add a glimmer, this is the one to use. Maybe you're going to gesso your resin cast mediums in black gesso, then go over the top of them with your sparkle varnishes. They're going to look absolutely unreal. Please do not miss out on these. These are now back in stock for you. That means they sold out. We had them in before, they went, they've gone, and we thought, right, okay, we'll wait till Christmas to bring them back in because they're great for the seasonals. This is what you want to be using. So either we're going to be decorating baubles, glassware. This painted onto glassware looks a dream because it dries clear and leaves the glimmer behind, giving you a wonderful sparkle varnish. So either you're going to go for the gold or the silver. Shop Gold is $7.99. Of course, Shop Silver also being $7.99. It's entirely up to you which one you want to go for. But I found myself not being able to be without it over Christmas. It is the perfect finessed finish to add to any project if you do want that luxury feel. And you can see it here. I mean, the gold. I'm a bit of a gold fan. I go to gold all the time, but silvers, I know a lot of people prefer silvers within their Christmas. Maybe you like the cooler tones for Christmas. I'm much more of the warm and the gold, but I do have both because, of course, I craft not just for myself, for other people. And I thought, well, if I'm having one colour, I've got to have them both. We're carrying them at the moment only in the silvers and gold. If Cadence do bring out any more colours of those, you'll be the first to know along with myself, so don't worry. We will share that with you. Really busy for those as well. Now, I am also going to take you to two more mediums down at the front of our counter here. This is like where it's at, okay? Really busy for the show so far, so thank you so much, everybody. We're going to go Frost, okay? Now, you might be thinking, well, David, what is Glimmer Frost? You've just talked to us about snow foam paint, icy snow paste, sparkle varnish. Now you're sharing Glimmer Frost with me. Now this is a silky medium to be used as a paint or preferably as a paste, but you can use this thin, okay? You can really go thin with this medium, and it literally gives, just as the frost is started to form on the tips of the holly leaves or on the tip of the grass, you get that real high reflecting shine where it glimmers and sparkles like this, and that's exactly what this does. If you use it through a stencil onto cardstock for your papercraft, it looks amazing. If you can use it on home decor, it looks even better. But we do have for you the Glimmer Frost available today. It is only $10.99. If you want to do some Christmas projects this year with Cadence, this part of your counter here, I would highly suggest having a key element, one of everything. And if you put them all in one basket, you're going to get free postage, absolutely. And you can, of course, also split the payments as well. Along with the Glimmer Frost, something else that works really well is your Crystal Shine. And then again, you're probably thinking, oh, David, how on earth does this one work? What makes this one different? Well, this is holographic. Holographic, we all love. If I just show you that glimpse of that label there, where you can see the holographic film, that's what this creates. So it's actually a paste with glitter, with mica, crystals, and holographic film inside it. Now this dries opaque, so it's not transparent like the transparent holographic, completely different medium, can be used dimensional or flat through a stencil. You can paint with it, stipple with it, sponge with it. It is a brilliant medium. I'm going to be demonstrating all of these during the show for you, and if there's anything more you want to see, please let me know in the comments and I can do that for you. We've got 2 hours together to spend having some fun with Cadence Christmas. So if you want to Christmas your Cadence and Cadence your Christmas, or craft your Christmas this Cadence Christmas a year, you can do that with everything that we have on this show for you, which I'm really excited about. Shop Shine to go for that one. It's £10.99. I know I sing and dance about Christmas kind of all year round, because it is not only my favourite time of year, it is my favourite time to craft for. So all of this comes out. I actually have a wreath, a big evergreen wreath, during the show today, and we're going to put the snow paste all over it and make it a frosty wreath. I'm really excited to do that. And then we're going to dress it with our Glimmer Frost and our holographic, so you'll be able to see how all of these products come together. So get them in your basket, get them in there, checked out, and then you can have fun and watch the show. Shop Shine, I have to be careful with that one. £10.99 for that one there. Just going to recap for you the snow, okay? Snow foam paint, really busy on this one, okay. So, Shop Snow, £10.99 for this. It is so far in the lead in popularity during the hour, and I'm not surprised. It's been out of stock for so long. Again, we mentioned you can use this on your glass, so on your windows, mirrors, glassware around the home, and you can wash it off at the end of Christmas. It does reactivate with water. It's quite rare that a paste will do that from Cadence, so it's specifically designed to be removable if you want it to. But if you do want it to go on things like wooden items and you want it to stay there and come out every year, just don't get it wet. And of course it will dry perfectly fine and dimensional, but you can see I can like push my nail into it so it dries nice and soft. That's how it's meant to dry. If you think, oh, it's not set, that is it, okay? It goes back to the way it's meant to be. It's kind of like it's given it a complete rubberized coating. Feels really nice and smooth though. It doesn't feel tacky at all, nothing like that. It is a really smooth finish, and then you can dress it with your icy paste. Shop Snow though is £10.99. And then just a gentle recap for you as well on the icy snow paste. This one also very, very busy. Icy snow paste, it's Shop Icy. We almost had ice this morning. It was 4 degrees this morning. Anyone else feel the cold? It was chilly, wasn't it? You wore gloves to drive. Wow. We felt it this morning. I got here for just after 8 this morning, and my goodness, that kettle was straight on. So icy snow paste, £9.99. 150ml pot of this goes a very long way. I've still got my pot from last Christmas. I know. That just shows you as well how long it lasts. And I'll show you as well. I cracked the lid on mine, and it's still perfectly fine. Don't ask me how I did that. So also as well, just a gentle recap for you. The sparkle varnish, if you have just joined us. Really busy for these. These are your mica varnishes. We've got the both on the show today, the silver and the gold. They're packed with mica. It evenly suspends its way through the varnish, which means regardless of what you're glazing, you get a glimmered finish that's beautifully coated in mica. Look at that. They're absolutely stunning, these varnishes. And that is onto black card. And I've just masked off the areas of where I've done it so it dries glossy, but with that mica inside it. Now, Shop Gold will get you the gold one. $7.99, that's brilliant. And Shop Silver will also get you the silver one, of course, for $7.99 as well. They're a brilliant price. If you're going for anything today, definitely well worth popping those in your basket at the same time. You will not regret it. Let's have a little look. Oh, Sharon Taylor's just asked a brilliant question. Could you use the Glimmer Frost and the Crystal Shine on Sospeso? Absolutely, you could do it. You know, I'd never even thought of that. What we'll do when we go to demo is we'll bring in one of Mel's samples with the Sospeso on when I'm sat down over there, and we'll cadence it. She'll find out later on. She's in later today. I hope she is. I'm with her tonight. Is she watching? Yeah. Right, she's watching. She's watching. So she might even bring one in for us if she's here. Okay. I don't think she's here yet. Or if she's watching, she might be stuck in traffic. But she's definitely in later on. We'll decorate some espresso, shall we? Fran as well. Is a crystal shine the same as the holographic paint that you have? No, they're two different products. They're two different mediums. One has the holographic film in it, crystal shine. This one here, sorry for the glimmer one. That one there dries like a frosting, so it's got a really intense shimmer to it, but it's not holographic. Okay, so if you want to go for the one that's your holographic shine, that's Shop Shine. If you want to go for the Glimmer Frost, of course, you can go for that one separately. It's entirely up to you. Ooh, let's have a look. Oh yeah, absolutely, Julie. We can do some colouring for you as well. Oh, bless you, Pauline. I hope you're feeling well. She says not too well today, but the foam paint can be used a polystyrene. Absolutely, it can do. Right, we're going to move on down the counter, have a little look at what other items that we've got for you, and before heading on to do some demonstrations, so you can see how all of this works. Right, these plates. I'm not quite sure how we've got any of these left, of these bowls, but they are absolutely fabulous. I'm actually considering getting a second set because I did buy myself a set of these, and I haven't decorated them at home. I've got them exactly as they are. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to say I've painted them when I haven't. I haven't painted them yet, but I am thinking I'm going to do a crafted set because I nipped out yesterday because I nipped to the garden centre because I needed some stuff, basically. I used the broom yesterday in the garden to do the patio after I did all the weed and cleared up all the leaves, and something has chewed all of the bristles off the edge of a broom. So I went to use the broom in the garden and all the bristles are missing. There's like 4 left. Was I hungry? Yes, I ate the broom. Either that or they've all just fallen off. It was very weird. I went to the garden centre and oh my goodness, all the Christmas stuff was out. And I thought, well, obviously I'm going to have a look. And they had lots of tableware. There was wonderful little stripes on them. Some had gilding on. And I thought, I'm not paying for those. I can make them. And these are the perfect ones to do it with. Now, we do actually have them on the show for you. Of course we do. It would be random if I was just talking about them. So anyway, they're not available. Just so with teas. Shop bowl if you want to go for these. They do come as a set of 6 for you. I remember when we were in discussion about this and I said, can we please do them as a set of 6? I always love to buy things in 6. I only need 4, but in case I break 2, I've got a spare. Shop bowl, $12.99. Oh my goodness, I bought them when these were at $14.99 and that was a good price. They've come down even for, my second set, I'm getting them today. $12.99 for 6 of these. Now, they are the proper opulent style. You might not do your fine dining at home, but it's nice to eat off something rather special. They are nice. They've got that big dip in the middle. Oh, you could use it for chip and dip. But as well with this, they should be over £40 for the 6 of these. And they do look rather elegant with a wonderful pasta dish or anything inside here. But they don't have to be for food. You could be doing your potpourri. You could be doing a candle in the middle of here. You could be painting it, rice papering it. Or you might just rice paper the top ring that goes around there. And it would look wonderful. To go for those, it's Shop Bowl, $12.99. I don't know how much longer they're going to stay with us for, though. I know that we're not getting them back in, that's for sure. There's not loads of them left. So if you are thinking about it, this has happened again, and I missed out on stuff last week. I can't be greedy. I do have a set at home. If there's one left after the show, though, that's what I'm doing. Right, okay. The rectangular scalloped plates. Again, a wonderful addition to any dining set or display piece. Shop plate. What? It's a pair of them for $8.99. That's an unbelievable price. You're getting 2 large rectangular plates here with that wonderful scalloped edge. This is also going to be going home with me as well after today if there is any left. These are great if you want to paper them or rice paper them. Just do a wonderful border on the edge with some of your metallics. Maybe a rice paper design in there that you've made on Minecraft Studio. They're also a wonderful slightly off-white colour as well. So those 2 are coming to you. Shop play $8.99 for them. Brilliant deal. Right, let's head on down. We do have a quad pack for you today of the ceramic tea lighthouses. Now these here are designed to take a candle inside or a battery operated candle, but they're made of porcelain. They are not glazed, so they're unglazed, which means you could go straight on with your varnishes if you wanted to, or you could go in with paint or rice paper them. Now you're getting 4 of these ceramic houses for £10.99. £10.99 for 4 is a brilliant price. Okay, you're paying just over £2.50 for each one of them. They should be just under £20 these should be for all of these. So a brilliant deal on that. And again, if you are heading out to your garden centres in the run up to Christmas, you will soon suddenly realise the value for money of items like this here at Highlight Crafts, because even if you didn't paint them, just with a little tea light inside these, they look absolutely gorgeous with that wonderful warm glow. I know our lovely June and Karen, they bought some of these. They've been crafting them for their little craft stall that they've got coming up, and they would look great even if you just had them at different heights, laid up and down across a mantelpiece or a sideboard. You might even use candles. You might be using like fairy lights like we've got here in the background. You might be just shoving those inside them. Aren't they just going to look so cute? And yeah, I think if you were to go into any garden centre, you'd probably pay, and let's be honest, about 12 quid for something like that on its own. I think everything in the garden centre is expensive, but that's where we go at Christmas. Right, so we're going to move on for you. This here is Shop Brown, £9.99. It's going to get you 4 lovely, almost earthenware finished ceramic tumblers. Now these are great for desserts. They're great little mulled wine cups as well. Wouldn't they be wonderful for that? Also, if you just want to use them for storage, they're great for your paintbrushes, your pens, your pencils, all that sort of stuff that you have out on your crafty desk. Maybe you can have one in the bathroom, toothbrushes in it, that sort of thing. But they're wonderful display pieces to have around the home, but they're craftable. So you can paint them with ceramic paints, all that sort of stuff. These though, however, should be just under £30. Should be £27.96, but today they're £9.99. Please do remember, every price you see on your screen, even when they're considerably heavily discounted, such as these, you will still get your Highlight Crafts Club discount off that price. Now, also down here at the front, a favourite of mine that's a new introduction here at Highlight Crafts is these hexagonal tumblers. Aren't these brilliant? These are great for Christmas gifts. I mean, a set of 4 of these, maybe with whoever it is, his favourite coffee or hot chocolate in a little hamper. These are Shop Hexagon. They're £12.99 for 4 of them. They've got that wonderful hexagonal sort of geometric cut glass shape to them. We did these with rice paper on them, and they looked fab. You could fill it with candle wax though and do wonderful little votive candles as gifts with some ribbon on the handle. Or maybe inside there, you're going to get a cello bag and put some hot chocolate powder, some marshmallows, some sweets, put it all together with a little ribbon on, and that would be a wonderful little gift. Or you might be making and selling for something like that. Shop Hexagon, they're limited stock on these though. We do not have a lot of those left. And you are getting 4 in total. £12.99 for those. That's a great price. Talking of new glassware, one of our latest items was this fabulous tulip vase. I rice papered one of these during the show. Loved how it turned out. This is a heavy, chunky glass vase. The edge of it is completely rounded and beveled. I cannot get over the fact it's £14.99. It is a quality item. Also as well, considering putting flowers in this, you can visualise them literally following that formation of that sort of V shape of the tulip vase. It looks wonderful painted. You might not even want to use it as a vase there. You might mirror spray the inside of it and put the snow foam paint coming all the way down the edges. Imagine. We've got 2 left. 2 left of these vases, everybody. They're £14.99. There is only 2 remaining. I don't know when or if. I don't think they will be coming back. I know Stephanie managed to get us some. I'm sure we've already asked the question, and I think it is what we've got. Every now and again, we do have these specialities that come and join us at Highlight Crafts. But unfortunately, the way that it works here in the crafting world is that you get it while you see it. But these glassware vases are an absolute joy. Only 2 of them remaining though. Right, okie dokie, we have got for you the votive glass cups. Now, these come to you as a full set of 12 for £4.99. All day, every day, these for me. They're great for your tea lights inside here, whether you're going to be painting them with your metallic paints. I know Mel loves the idea of using these for a little cheesecake dessert as well, which would look absolutely wonderful. Imagine doing that with a little bit of cream on top of it. That would be great. And they'll all fit in the fridge too. When you go to your craft shops and you buy little pieces of glassware like this, you're looking at like £2.50, something like that each. You're getting £4.99, 12 for £4.99. It's bonkers, absolutely bonkers. If you're making your own candles, you just made yourself 12 candles there for £4.99. Unbelievable value for money. I would definitely recommend doing that. Also as well, looks great with your snow paint on those. Talking about mediums and applicators, we've got the palette knives on the show. We've got snow foam paint on the hour today, and you're going to need a palette knife to put it through. So we've got them. Of course we have. £17.99 for a set of 5. Shop palette. These are from Royal and Langnickel. Now you'll know Royal and Langnickel for their quality. Stephanie just had inks on the previous hour from them. We've been sharing with you loads of tools and mediums from them recently, and we're really happy and really privileged to be able to share with you their products here at Highlight Crafts. I love them. I think they're absolutely fabulous. The quality is second to none. They've been around for donkeys doing what they do best. Whether it is mediums or applicators. These are a wooden handled palette knife with a metal swan neck as well. So superior ease of use with these, but not reflected within the price. They're only $17.99 for those, and you get a club discount. Aquastone is also featured during this hour. Now, we shared with you the sparkle varnish, but if you want to, of course, go with just the clear, we do have those as well. Shop Gloss to go for your 500ml gloss aquastone varnish. It's $39.99 for it, of course, for your gloss. This will waterproof and encapsulate anything. And we do also have the matte, $39.99 for the matte as well. Have the same properties, both being a waterproofing medium for all all hard surfaces, such as glass, metal, wood, makes it waterproof, splash resistant, rainproof. It can work in different room temperatures, so in the bathroom, or of course in an area like a kitchen where humidity changes and temperature fluctuates all the time. Our kitchen's always hot and cold. It's where you cook, right? I think. Anyway, so Shop Matte, $39.99 for that one there. And then we've got these. Okay, now these are your log slicers. These are fabulous. You get a 500-gram bag of these. We don't have a lot of them left. Inside this 500-gram bag, though, you're only paying $17.49. They should be $24.99. These are great for Christmas tags and gifts. Maybe, though, maybe, you're just going to put a bit of snow foam paint on the top, like I've done here. I'm going to show you how to do this. And that there is going to be all of your tags decorated with that wonderful rustic woodland look this Christmas. It's shop disc for those, $17.49. Only got a few more items to share with you. We'll do the wood and then we'll come back to the rice paper later. Door signs. Now you've got a set of 4 here. These are brilliant. I mean, if you're doing the arrival of the elf, or maybe you're doing Santa stop here, maybe these are going to go on the grandchildren's door handles, or maybe you have the grandkids round and they're going to be coming to yours and you're going to be popping the Santa stop here signs, or for the children of your own. This is great. Also, they look fabulous round the neck of a wine bottle as a gift tag. Shop sign for these is £9.99. They're a great additive to any gift. Shop sign £9.99, £2.50 each. That's brilliant. Now we do have 2 wooden door signs for you here. These ones are slightly different. You can see these are actually taken from a trunk. They're actually slices of wood. They do already have the screws pre-drilled into there with the string, which is removable, because I know a lot of you, after we suggested, we're doing these as house number signs with pyrography. So you're putting your house number signs on here, and they go next to the front door on the wall to screw them in. Or you could just hang them on the hook that they're on as well. You're going to get a pack of 2 of those though, and they're $9.99 for the pair of them. Great price on those. Right, also, if you like the idea of that, we've got the round ones for you too. These are brilliant. This one here is $12.99. You're going to get 3 of the round door signs in total. And those are the perfect door sign, aren't they? Look how thick they are. You can still do your pyrography onto these. Also with those, if you were to take that string off either side, you've got a wonderful log base there for a candle to go on. So if you can visualize having like a candle or something on here, you can make a really nice platform for it to stand on. At $12.99, we'll get you 3 of those today. And last but no means least, we do have the A3 Craftmaster rice papers on the show. Now, these you're going to get 10 A3 sheets. Now, we started stocking this because, of course, we had the inkjet A3 printer, but not necessarily are you always needing to use your inkjet printer with rice paper. You could be stenciling or inking directly onto your papers. Other day, we had the marbling kit on where I was marbling rice paper. It's not always something you need to print onto. It's a great craftable substrate for you to do your own decorative finishes, painting, spritzing, all that sort of stuff, and then you can use it as a different surface and a different texture to use within your other crafts. Right, everyone, what I am going to do though is head on over to demo. We're going to have a little look at what we've got going on down over here and have some fun. Also as well, Emily, my love, are these embossing stencils on the show now? Oh great, I'll quickly share with you the details of those then, whilst I have a quick sip of my brew. Needed that cold tea. Right, okay, so Let's have a little look in the comments as well. Ooh, doo-doo-doo-doo. Good morning to you, Karen. It's good to see you. Ooh, Karen says, I've been sorting my paints out. When will I learn if it's not cadence, don't bother. Pulled out the white gesso and bought last year at an event, never used it, and it's yellowed after being stored in a box, so it was dark and cool. Another waste of money I could have spent on cadence. This is the thing. I mean, really interesting that you mentioned that, Karen. I've had, some paints. I've not actually got a brand on them, so I don't even know what they are. I just bought them in like Lucky Dips and things like that. I'm always buying paint. But I noticed that a lot of the ones I've got, even depending on how you store them, they just don't last how you want them to. Some do. Some stuff I've got, I'm like, oh, that's just done pretty well. But the Cadence ones, I couldn't fault it ever. The storage of it, the way that they move after time, it never fails to impress me. I absolutely love them. So thank you for sharing that. It's really good to hear, of course, from you at home how your experiences with the Cadence mediums, because it's always really good to share with everybody else. So what we're going to do... Oh, Adam Humphries as well. Good morning to you, Adam. Good morning, David. Hope you're well. I'm very well, thank you, Adam. I hope you are too. Let us know your Christmas plans, Adam. How are you getting on? But yeah, everyone, give a big shout out to Adam there in the comments. Yeah, Terry says, Karen, what a waste. What make was it? And so no one makes the mistake of buying it. Oh, well, feel free to share if you want to there, my love. Right, okie dokie. So I want to show you these, if that's okay, because I did happen to nip into the studio when Stephanie was on air the previous hour as she launched the embossing stencils. Now, these are crazy. The way these work is absolutely bonkers. You use them through your die cutting machine, of course you do. But on metallic, on mirror, on burnished card, it is stunning. Even if you just want to ink through it, look at that. Now, this is the one that did it for me. When you see that embossed detail that can be created with these stencils. Now, embossing stencils are something that we designed here on our own machinery. So these are all made in-house here at Highlight Crafts. So you know you're getting 100% quality assured from Highlight Crafts because it's something that actually has been designed and created here. Shop Emboss is getting you them for £24.99. Sorry, what is the original price on these, Emily?
£103.92.
And they're down to £24.99. Yep. They launched today. They went live on air today, and that's the price of them. If you shopped with them during the previous hour, I don't blame you. Absolutely get those checked out. But if you didn't join Stephanie, this is the show to get them.
They're meant to be £12.99 a stencil.
Wow.
They are £3.12 a stencil.
They should be £12.99 per embossing stencil. Look at some of the designs you've got here. I mean, wow. That is, and they're working out at just over what, £3 a stencil? That's crazy. Now, what you might be thinking, well, what is this? Well, basically, it's a much thicker medium than we make our standard stencils from. So our standard stencil, we've got one here, got a few down here actually. Always grabbing a rogue stencil from my stash. There we go. And you can see that they're much thinner. They're perfect for, of course, blending inks and paints, but they're a thin stencil. This stuff here, it is proper thick. You can see it's that thick, it's frosted, okay? This is a thick embossed medium. Now, when it's cut to high detail like this, or any detail to be honest, you put it through your die cutting machine with your rubber embossing mat, it pushes into the card and creates what is traditionally done by an embossing folder, which leaves all of that wonderful fine detail inside of the cardstock. Shop Emboss, £24.99 is going to get you all of them. This set is a set of 8, isn't it? Is it a set of 8, sorry? Yeah, set of 8. 1, 2, I might have got them all here with me. Stephanie, of course, was doing some crafting with them in the first show. But look at these designs. I love that one. That was going to look like, it's like a quilted pattern when it all goes through, because you got all these like little pillows inside there. Wonderful little geometric design. And then you've got that wonderful high detail one there. And you've got your floral one too. We're going to have a play with these a little bit later on. But I just wanted to give you a quick shout out about those before we get started, because then when you do things like this with it, it's just something you can't be without. Is that not just absolutely fabulous? Imagine that inside your cards or on top of your cards. I get absolutely blown away by the fact it doesn't crack. It's not cracked, the card, at all. It's so perfectly rounded. I honestly am amazed by it. And you would pay probably around about 20 quid, something like that, for an A4 embossing folder. And you're paying £24.99 for 8 A4 embossing stencils. Now, you'll know for a fact that with an embossing stencil, it means you can do dimensional painting with it. And that's what we're going to do during the show. We're going to do heavy-bodied stenciling. I know, it's amazing. Oh, so Espresso Christmas tree, did we say? Got one right here. We'll do some crystal shine on that in a little bit. Right, what we are going to do is I'm going to start off with some mediums for you. Right, let's have a little look. I'm going to pop the iPad over there. I'm going to pop anything else. Got some paint to do some tinting on our snow foam in a little while. But we're going to start off with the icy snow paste. See, I mentioned earlier I cracked the lid on mine. If anything like that ever does happen, what you want to do, because I've stored this now for, well, it's probably been the best part of 8 months. Cling film over the top, lid on there like that. Elastic band it. That keeps it nice and airtight. Okay, best thing to do. The one thing you're trying to do is stop moisture evaporating from your pots. If it's got a foil cap on it, you don't need to keep it. Foil cap is there for transportation purposes. Some people may say otherwise. I have never found an issue, nor does Cadence, with you removing that product film top. If it's got a plastic disc inside the lid, keep that in there though, because it'll just add an extra little bit of sort of compression, a little bit of cushion when you nip that lid together. It'll tighten it for you. Right, okie dokie. Look at this wonderful wreath, everyone. It's a rather lovely wreath, but it's rather green. It's rather green and it's not been painted. We do have some berries inside it, which do look rather nice. And it has a lovely sandpop these in. So I'm just going to take those out, because we can paint those separately with our foam paint and our glimmer frost. So we're just going to take the berries out for a moment. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to create frosted foliage with icy snow paint. Right, okay, let's take that one there out of here. There we go. And then I've got another one I want to try and remove, which is just there. Let's weave this here. Right, everybody, I need to let you know, though, that glass vase, there is one of them left. Okay, there's one left. That might be it. I don't know if we're ever getting any more of those, but we have one remaining in stock. Oh, and the 6-pack of the bowls, 20% of those have gone. Wow, they are busy. Yeah, that's the last of those as well. So once those bowls are gone, they're gone. Right, let's go in with this. So what I'm doing first is making sure that the wreath is spread open so I can see all of the branches. Now you can do this on real foliage too. It doesn't have to be artificial foliage. If you are buying foliage from, you know, like a Nordman Fair or a Spruce or anything, you can do it on there. We want to use a thick brush for this. Doesn't need to be anything special at all brush-wise, but a nice thick stencil brush will work well. I'll also show you what it'll be like with a flat brush too. So we'll do with a silky one and a coarse one. Right, this medium, I'm going to show you what it's like to paste with first. So if I get a piece of black card, and we'll do a swatch of each one as we go with it so you can see. The icy snow paste, it's $9.99, but look at this. It is dense. Can you see that palette knife flexing and bending back there? It has got a real dense consistency to it. Okay, look at that. But I don't know if you can see the surface of it. It looks like snow. It looks just like snow has formed. So let's take a little bit of that off. So if you were to go like this and stencil with it, can you hear that it sounds? If I hold it close to me while I do it, listen to this. It sounds like you're walking on snow. So when you have it flat like this, you can see it lays down perfectly, but it still leaves that texture on the top. Regardless of whether you were to scrape this down with a piece of acetate, the smoothest thing in the world, it will still give you that snow-topped texture, and that's what makes this different to anything else. Also, if you wanted to, if you want to get that proper, where the snow has not been just freshly laid, it's been walked all over, you then get your stencil brush and start to stipple into it like this, and you create the perfect snowy texture. That is where you really start to build up that amazing finish, and that through a stencil just looks unreal. Now, picking this up, going straight onto the foliage. Oh, that's a pink. Sorry, Laura. I think it was Laura wearing a bit of snow there. Oh, there we go. I'm actually going in directly onto the wreath with this, and we're going to do a portion of it to show you what it looks like. But look at that. It actually builds up. So can you see how it's clumping in areas? Like we've got actual flocking on here. So as we lay it down and start to spread it around, the actual flocking of the tree is building up in areas of the branches. And again, that's why it's so different from any other paint or other medium, as you get that risen up area. Okay, so let's go on to here. You can see spreading it down with that brush like this. Push that brush into the bristles, okay? Really lay them down in there and continue to really smooth that down. Here we are, let's take it. Brush the branches backwards, forwards, and really start to layer it up. And look at how it's clumping. You see how it clumps in different areas, and it's creating a really nice frosted tint to the rest of the branch. So it naturally builds up in areas without even realising. So it does a lot of the work for you actually, and I always love that about the Cadence paints. You tend to find that some of the effects created, you're aided by the medium, not just the applicator. There we go, so all the way around here. We are probably going to finish this wreath, but I'm going to do it in stages for you throughout the show. And also once this is set in here, it'll be solid. It is rock solid. So it's not one of those, you know when you buy the trees at Christmas, my partner's mum Luke, she bought a Christmas tree and it was already pre-flocked, snow all over it, okay? Put it up, looked great next year, got it out of the box. She had to buy some cans of that snow spray because half of it had all come off. It was all inside a Hoover. But this, it like welds itself to the plastic. It really grips on there, so it's not going to constantly keep falling off. Once it's set, it's there to stay. I don't know why they don't use stuff like this on those trees. It makes them so much better. I guess it would be a little bit more cost effective for them just to use a really cheap spray. But this is giving you a really authentic built up snow finish. Now, once you've got the areas like this done, you then want to go in with a thicker amount, and that's where you start to build it up. Okay, so you can see it on there on the edge of the brush, like this. Lay it into those branches and really start to pile up that snow. Okay, and this is what gives you that wonderful blizzard effect. And I love frosted foliage. I think it just looks exquisite, really wintry. And as well, a wreath doesn't just have to be for Christmas. This can stay up all winter. It can just be a little decoration utilising the surrounding foliage that's recognised for the season. And you can see it in there now. Look at that. Just in those areas where we've added it. And look at how it's really clumped up, which just looks stunning. So we're going to eventually do this entire wreath, but I'm not going to do all of it just right now. I'm going to let that section there dry. It'll probably take around about 20 minutes for that to dry. It doesn't take long at all. But then you might be thinking, snow foam paint, how's this one going to tie in? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of that off my hands, got a little bit on me there. Something like a bauble, okay? Christmas bauble, really cheap, inexpensive. This is just a plastic one. It came with a little bit of foliage inside and these little snow pellets. I thought that was cute. Not expensive at all. Really cheap bauble as well here. Plastic ones. And I've also got some foliage. And we're going to do some building up with our snow foam paint because I want to show you how you can really elevate your trimmings and your decorations at home. Now, with something like, for example, like this lantern, we can completely cover the top of this in snow and really build up. So we're going to do that one. I've got loads of ideas to show you. But let's have a little look. In fact, I'm going to grab this one here. I don't know where I put my other one. I'm going to show you how you can really build up that snow. So on something like a wooden door sign, and we'll do the baubles as well. Just going to take the tag off for a second. There we are. Look at this. Right, so let's get a different brush. We'll use a smaller flat brush to build it up to start with, and then we're going to use a round one. Okay, let's see. Let's get a nice brush. Perfect. There we go. So snow foam paint, again, you can see the consistency of it is much thinner. Okay, but it's really sleek and silky, this one. So it's totally different in appearance. So if I put some next to the other one that we've got out, you can see, if I was to spread that down there, look at how smooth that one is. Okay, so that one has a really silky smooth texture, and look at the other one there. But again with this, if you wanted to, you could then go in and look at the peaks that it will keep. Okay, you can do fluffy snow with this. So really fluff that up like that, and that there is exactly how that will dry. Can you see that on there? Oh my goodness. And that is for high dimensional finishing. It's only $10.99. It's crazy. So what we're going to do is at the top of the bauble here, start to pick up your snow foam, okay, with your brush, and just lay it into place, okay, and start shaping it. So if we want this snow here like it's sort of wrapping around the top of the sign, like a little welcome or just a greeting for Christmas, this would be great hung in the middle of a wreath or on a front door. I'm going to take it down like this. Bring it around you. And you want to go in quite heavily with this. It's what it's designed for. You don't want to use it thinly. It's designed to be built up. That's the purpose of this. There we go. So put some around here, like that. There we go. How have we already done a show already? We're almost an hour in. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely going so fast. Tell you, it's because it's Christmas. It's because it's Christmas, and also as well, just whilst I'm doing this, I need to ask the question, who's got the tree up? I need to know. Who's got their tree up? Yeah, we had this conversation. Luke said to me, because I don't bring it up because he knows I'll put it up yesterday. So I don't bring it up. I wait for him to bring it up. And he just went, you've not mentioned when we're doing the tree. When are we doing the tree? I said, well, we're busy every weekend. I said, we're getting really busy. So not weekend coming as in the one that's this weekend. Next weekend we're busy. But I've said to him, if we'll get it all out of an evening, we can probably make a start. So I think the weekend going into December is when we're going to do it. So I'm really excited for that one. I always like to put it up at the start of December. But look at this now, what's happening. But yeah, let me know if yours is up or when it's going up, or are you 12 days before, 12 days after? Now what I'm doing with the brush is I'm creating, look how you can control it so easily. I'm creating little snow icicles that are going down like this. So look at how that's really building up on there. So as I now pick this up and hold it on the top of the wood, we then want to build it up in there so it looks like all the snow settled and landed towards the top. Look at that. Isn't it incredible stuff? It's absolutely unbelievable. It never ever fails to impress me how easy this is, and it doesn't stick to your brush. It's like it wants to go on the surface before you've even tried. So I'm going to build that as if it's sort of the snow's formed over here. There we go. Wonderful. And then we're going to take the rest of it around here. Now, this is then going to become a great foundation layer for our icy snow paste, because we can decorate it with the icy snow and the glimmer frost. That's how they all tie in and come together, remember? So what I'm going to do is just put it towards myself like this and have a little look where I want a little bit more tapered down. There we go. Wonderful. And then pick up a little bit more. We've had a question in that says, is the snow fame, the famous snow, is it the one that was in the lace mould? Yes, it is. So it goes into a lace mould, and I'll show you popping that back in there. I won't be able to demould it again because I don't think it'll be dry by the end of the show, but I'll definitely show you how that worked. There we go. So then look at this. I'm going to put a little bit more of it just tapering down there, like this. There we go. Bringing it round, building it up. Just like this. Isn't it stunning? So there you have your very own door sign created with the snow foam paint, and it's all being built up onto the surface. It looks absolutely unbelievable. Emily, lovely, would you be able to pass me that mould and the door sign that I think I've left over there? Is that all right? Thank you. But that's really built up on there, isn't it? It's £10.99 for this one. It's been so busy. It's back in stock. And of course, it's the run up to Christmas. It's their best time to stock up on this. Thank you so much. I might have, or they might be near the brown cups. Oh, is it? Oh, there we go. Found it. Didn't know where I left it. Thank you very much, Emily. So we just had a question about, is it this? Yes, it is. So what I'm going to do is pick up. We've also had a change of hands as well. Becky's on camera now. Right, Becky.
Hello.
There she is. Right, so we've got some of our snow foam paint. Put it on the back of the palette knife. Silicone lace mould. This particular mould, I believe, has sold out, but Jane did have some on the weekend, which are flowers, and I said to her, oh, if there's any left, please, 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 got to have them on the show. I think they all went. So look at this. Spread it through, and I cannot tell you how easy the cleanup is on this medium. It's unreal. Look at that. As I scrape it back, all of it cleans up. There's no film left on the mould at all, so I'm literally just tapering off a little bit of that, push it down into the mould like this, and push it down again. Continue to scrape back with that palette knife, push it in there, and then use your palette knife like a squeegee. You're going all the way over like this, and this is why metal and wooden handled palette knives are so good. We've got them on the show for you, but to then finish this off, there we are, make sure it's all nice and full like that. Anything else, scrape it back inside the pot. You don't want to waste any. Leave that to dry for at least an hour or two, okay? If you've got longer, leave it longer. And then when you peel it out, look, it does that. that is how this reacts. And look at how stretchy it is. It stretches. It's fabulous stuff. You can really distort it. Now with this, it would be great for decorative finishes, even if you were to go on something like glassware. I mean, if you were to take this, just with a bit of hot glue, okay, it would stick perfectly fine, and to go round this. But it's thundering out there. That was a rumbly tummy. Look at that. Oh my word. And that there is snow foam paint. So if you want to create a proper traditional Christmassy blizzard look of snow built up over the top of something, or if you want a really fine finesse decorative finish, then you can do something like this with it. But that's just snow foam paint. It's moldable, it's easy release, it's flexible, it's got a rubberized feel to it. It's different from any other paste that Cadence creates. And also, if you do paste it onto your glass windows, it's designed to be reactivated with water. So you can do all of your windows at Christmas. Don't use that spray that goes everywhere, that goes all over the curtains as well. Stencil onto the glassware and then spritz it with warm soap water. Just get some washing up liquid and warm water in a bottle like this, spritz it over your glass, and then you can literally wipe it off when Christmas is over. Or you might want to keep it on for maybe all of winter. It's up to you, it doesn't have to just be for Christmas. But I'm now going to show you phase number 2, because we've gone in with, of course, our snow foam, and it's dried on this one here. So you saw as we stenciled it onto the round, which is this one here, it's now dried on this one, okay? But it dries soft. So I can actually push my finger into it. It dries as foam. It's crazy stuff. It's really, really good. And then we've got all of our different mediums on the show. So we've got our Glimmer Frost, we've got our Crystal Shine, and we also do have that Icy Snow Paste. Now what I like to do is, and you can still see the details of these, I am going to recap everything for you in just a couple of minutes as well, because I know we have just gone into our second hour. And I don't know where the show is going because that's gone really fast. But I'm going to show you the build-up process, and I'm going to recap everything I'm going to use in just a few minutes for you. But first off, you want to use some of your Icy Snow Paste. Now that's now going to build up a snowy texture on top of that foam, okay? And it's going to add highlights to it as well, but highlights with texture. So if you were to just use a white gesso or a white acrylic, you're not going to get the texture as well. But it starts to build up all of that snow finish. And when you actually combine all of these mediums together, you begin to realize the importance of them. Like sometimes I've looked at a product and gone, I don't need that. Like I know I can do it with this. But then when you start using the medium that's designed for it, you kind of think, well, yeah, why did I second guess it when it was obviously done for that reason? So infill all of the little nooks and crannies with this, not complete coverage, just in areas to start to pick out some of the highlighted tones. There we go. And I'm just using a small brush for this, I'm not using anything particular. You probably could use a lolly stick really to push it down, or a little stencil brush. There we go. So now that's in place, then what I'm going to do, I think I've just wiped it all in my eye, I'm then going to get another brush, okay, because we have got, and let's actually paste some of this out so you can see it, and I've got some of the glimmer and some of the holographic shine. Okay, so Crystal Shine, Glimmer Frost. Let's see what these look like before we put them on here. I've got the swatch paper there again, so I'm just going to wipe this down. Let's have a look. Doo-doo-doo. Some tissue to take that off of there. There we go, like that. Now, holographic shine. Let's go in there first. So Crystal Shine, it has got an ultra fine holographic flake inside it. Sometimes a little bit tricky for the camera to find, but when you see it at home, you're going to love it. Now, if I paste this onto here, can you see how it literally looks like frost? How cool is that? And it has that holographic shimmer to it as well. It is, that's the right one, yes, Amber. So Shop Shine for this one, it's £10.99. And then for your Glimmer Frost that we've got in here, this one doesn't have the holographic film in it, it's packed with glitter, okay? So and you can also see you've got more of an opaque finish and it's slightly silkier as this one. You can stipple with it too to create a really fine frosted texture. If I do that side there, stippled and the other side flat, you can see how you can really build up, but it's packed with glitter inside it as well. Sometimes, look, can you see the holographic there coming through in the other one? You get that green iridescence, fabulous colour reflection from it. But these mediums are then going to really build up on top of that snow. So let's go in with what is actually my favourite. And I know I shouldn't have a favourite, especially when they're all on the show. My favourite is the Crystal Shine. I do think it is next level. I'm going to go in with some of that and add the holographic film all over because it just looks unreal. Use this all the time. I think I got through about 2 pots of this last Christmas. So I'm going to start to bring all of that in here. Of course, it always reacts really nicely on darker, deeper colours. But on light tones like this, you can still get a wonderful finish. There we are. So I'm pasting this inside there. Just going to infill with some more bits like this. And then once this is dry, all of that holographic film comes to the surface and catches the light. But we can, of course, do stenciling with it with our embossing stencils, which have been incredibly busy today. So we'll do that in just a second. Here we go. And you don't need stencil spray with it either, which is fab. There we go.
How deep can the mould be when using the snow foam?
Oh, great question about the depth of the mould. What's the deepest you can go if you're using the snow foam? Well, if you were to use the snow foam paint in a mould, I would say go no deeper than around about 4 mils. Anything over that, you're going to dry the top layer and the bottom will struggle to dry. So I would say around about 4 mil depth. These moulds that we work with here, I think they're around about 2 or 3. They're really shallow, so they're perfect. So anything like chocolate making moulds, that sort of stuff will be fine for this. Obviously make sure it's only ever used for crafty products if you're going to put stuff like that in there, not food crafts. But yeah, I would say a depth of that would be absolutely adequate and fine. So we've got Shop Frost. I hope that answers that question for you. If not, please give me a shout and I'll try and do better. There we go. So we've got here for you Shop Shiny. You can see just adding that crystal shine on the top of it adds that glimmer. But if you want to stencil with it too, let's see what that looks like. So I'm going to grab some black card here, and then I'm going to, let's have a look, pop this over here. I tried not to get the tablet on the table because I knew if I did I'd get it stuff all over it. And I'm going to put down this stencil. You can use some stencil spray on the back of it. I'm not going to spray it though today. I don't think I need to for this one. And if not, I'll learn my lesson, but we should be good to go. I'm going to go in with the Glimmer Frost to do a frosted stencil work, which just looks wonderful. And we're going to go through the embossing ones afterwards as well. So I'm taking that Glimmer Frost, okay, I'm going to go straight through a stencil like this. Oh, I'm using the frost instead of the holographic, never mind. But let's go straight through here with this. In fact, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish that there and then just transition onto the holographic shine. Why not? Let's just do it. So I'm then going to swap products halfway through, go to the crystal shine, pick up some of this, and then start to go through with that. And oh, look at that holographic. That's a dream. There we go. And again, with glitter, holographic flakes, all that sort of stuff, we do try and capture it the best we can, but of course we have to have it really bright in our studio, and sometimes it can bleach out the colours, so until you get yours home, you'll then see the true full effect of this. And I know for anyone that's got it, if you do have this already, please drop in the comments your experience with this. I cannot wait to hear how everyone got on with it when we first shared it, because it is now back in stock, right? Okay, so I'm just going to infill all those areas. There we go. Take this away. And look how I didn't have to use a single bit of stencil spray and had absolutely no bleed at all from that stencil work. And that is fine detail. And we've got our holographic film all inside that frost in there. And as this dries, it just gets better and better every single time you look at it. It'll take of a stencil thickness around about 40 minutes, half an hour to dry naturally, or you could sit there with a couple of minutes with a hairdryer and it'll do it fine for you. I'm just going to sit my palette knife in some water for a minute. There we go. Oop. But if you wanted to go through an embossing stencil, let's grab one of those, because I've got them with me. Here, there we go. Looking for them. The embossing stencils Stephanie had on this morning at 10 o'clock. Really busy for those. I'll just quickly share with you again. The embossing stencils, it's Shop Emboss. It's working out just over £3 a stencil. Don't ask me how. It should be over £100. It should be over 100. It should be £103. Is it 92? Oh my goodness. Wow. That's what it should be for these. And it's down to £24.99. I mean, need to say more? That's crazy. But look at what you can do with them. It's absolutely unbelievable. They look incredible. I mean, I'd be getting them for one fact, there's the price is just bonkers. I don't even know when that was discussed. I don't think we need to know. It's just happened. But we're going to go through it with a medium and stencil with it instead, but not with a palette knife this time. Okay, so I'm going to grab some more black card. Let's see how much more I've got left. There we go, got some here. Perfect. Also as well, when you're using your paste through stencils, please make sure to put them in water afterwards. This paste dries on like cement, it will stay. Right, so what we're going to do is, again, I'm not using stencil spray for this. I'm just going to tack it on towards the top to create a hinge. There we go, so put a piece there, fold that over, and fold a piece there. We do also have a Pictionary, I think. I've not yet done it. Should we do it now?
Yeah.
Should we do it now? And then we'll do the Pictionary, then I'll recap how to shop for anyone that's just joined us, and I'll quickly show you the products, and then we'll go in and do this. I thought that might be a good time to do it. So, shall we play Pictionary together? I think we should. That's what sort of person would say that say, oh, we've lost a pen lid. Oh my goodness. Wow, we're doing well, aren't we? Right, let's go and have a look, shall we? The way that this works is I'm going to draw something of some form of creation on that board over there, and you have to try and guess what it is that I'm drawing. Right, okay. So, have we got a nice little flash of the floor there for you? So this is the pen I'm using, is it? There we go. Right, you've got to try and guess what I'm drawing. As soon as you've, well, popped it in the comments, and if you get it right, you'll be entered into the prize draw for some points. Okay, right. Okay. You might have some butter on there. Why am I drawing like this with like a hand like that? There we go. Also, you make them in one of these. And you have them on a particular day. Usually falls on a Tuesday. There we go. So you can have them in a stack, or you can have them in. It feels sound like I'm working in a restaurant. There you go. Would you like some coffee with it? I can remember in America and I had them all the time and they were absolutely incredible. Right, everybody, if you can guess what it is I've actually tried to draw there for you, put it in the comments and then you'll be entered into the prize draw for some points, which is very, very fun and easy to get involved with. It's a great way to get interactive, but also comment on the video, let us know you're there as well. Right, let's have a look. Oh, Franz Clark said I had to go away. My iPad's died. Well, we'll never read that.
My question about David's costume being shared anywhere answered.
Oh, I don't know, Fran. iPad, I've lost it. Shall I pass it to you, Amber? What was that question?
I had to go away. Did my question about David's costume being shared anywhere get answered?
Oh, did we say we were going to share my costume from the weekend? Was that what was said on Saturday or something?
David, did you post pictures of your Claudia anywhere? Would love to see.
I haven't posted a picture, but seeing as we've been asked, you don't have to ask me twice. I'll do that for you. It went down a treat. It was rather fun. Do you know what? It takes forever to get black eyeliner off. Never again. Never again. But yeah, the Claudia went well. Right. Okay. I said I'd share with you how to shop, didn't I? Right, okay, I'm going to do that now. Shopping with us. Okay, all you need to do, if you've joined us already, you know how this works, you know exactly, tell your friends, tell them, tell everybody else that's new. But if you're new in the comments and you've not joined us before, it's really simple and easy to get involved. And it's really fun as well. It's a fun way to shop and it's interactive. And on our show, the counter is filled with items. Every single item that we have on the counter has a code against it, which means you just type that code into the comments to get it into your basket. If you've joined us on Facebook or Instagram, type it into the comment section underneath the video. As soon as you type your shop code comments into that section, automatically you'll get a message with a link. Then just click on the link that we've sent you. It takes you to the website and there you will see your basket filled with all of those items that you've shopped ahead for. To make sure that order is yours though, get it checked out. you need to press that checkout button, and we will remind you to do this if you haven't done already. But as well, along with that, before you do press that checkout button, please log in to your Highlight Crafts account. That's also something else that's really important, because every single price that we have out on the counter will come down for you. They will come down in price because you're going to get a Highlight Crafts Club discount. Now, being part of the Highlight Crafts Club is free. There's no cost involved with that. There's no monthly subscription. You can cancel at any time. You just get to enjoy all the benefits like free postage over £35. You also as well get all of your club discounts, and you get points along the way. A lot of you spend those points on your purchases. Even if, of course, it's a smaller purchase, you can still use them. It doesn't have to be a certain amount. But yeah, it's all good fun, and you get like gifts on your birthday and things like that. I know. Why would you not want to get involved? Also, as well, you can type the word event into the comments to still get involved into the event that's happening with Mel and Stephanie on Thursday night. They've got a very special piece of equipment launching, which will make... Sorry?
What was yours?
What was yours?
This.
Helicopters, they go... I have no idea what's happening, guys. Did I do that?
Yes.
Well, look at this. Isn't this fabulous? This is... Sorry?
You make it.
Yep, I made this. No, I didn't make this, but I know who did. And it is fabulous. Now, this is just a little example as to something that is going to be coming up. Oh, and also as well. So what machine is it that could be making this? Who knows? Well, it's coming up on Thursday. You've got to be there to see it though, right? So if you want to get involved in an event, you can sign up for that and get a reminder when we do also go live. And check it all out. It's going to be fabulous. It's 6 p.m, I think. Well, 8 p.m. The team are doing, which is very exciting. Right, I'm going to give you a recap on what we've got on the show. For those of you who didn't join us at the beginning, this is the point where you can add these to your basket and know what you're getting. Right, we have for you the snow foam paint. I shared with this with you just minutes ago. It's a dimensional, thick, heavy-bodied paint. You can use it on glass, so you can use it through a stencil on your windows. Make sure it's on the inside of the house, because if you then get tired of it or want to remove it after Christmas, spritz it with warm soapy water and you can wash it away, and it doesn't leave a mark behind. So it's perfectly safe to do it for that. But if you do want to use it on wooden items, things like that, you can also do it and it will stay perfectly fine, just as long as you're not getting them wet. So it's a brilliant, brilliant medium. It's water-based. You get 250 mils inside here. This is a really light pot because it is a foam medium, so it's thick, but it's thin at the same time. Like, it's not dense. It's really creamy too. 250 mils are coming to you for $10.99. Great price on that one. This, however, is heavy. Okay, you can feel the weight in here. It feels like I'm holding a brick. It's amazing. Icy snow paste, 150 mils of this stuff. Now, this is what creates this. Okay, so like on these candle holders here, I've gone round the tops of it and down the edges with the icy snow paste, and it creates a wonderful snowy, icy finish that's dimensional and it's rock solid. Okay, it dries like concrete, this stuff. This one as well, once it's dry, it's rigid. The snow foam, of course, is flexible because you can use it in your moulds. Shop Icy, they will get you this one. It is just £9.99 for that. These are all back in stock now. We've not had them in for months, okay, but we've finally got them in for you. Now, the next ones I'm going to share with you are your sparkle varnishes. Now, sparkle varnish, again, back in stock, sold out last time we had it. And I don't know why it's taken so long to get it, but we've got it now, especially in the run up to Christmas, so kind of the perfect time. Shop Silver is going to get you your silver sparkle varnish. It's $7.99 for this. $7.99 for this varnish is unbelievable. Use this over your decorative painting. Use it directly over cardstock as well. You can use it over your gessoed items. And what it does is it gives you a clear glaze, like the Aquastone, self-levels, but it's filled with mica. So you get a wonderful mica gloss glaze. You can see we've got there our gold, and we've also got our silver. To go for the gold one, however, it is Shop Gold, $7.99. If you want to go for silver, it's Shop Silver, $7.99. Yeah, wonderful. No, you're all right, you're fine. So we've got both of them on the show. 100% I'd go for both. My preference is always working with gold mediums. I really like it. But if you're working with the snow foam paint and your icy snow paste, the silver will work really well too. So Entirely up to you, whichever one you want to go for. I'm going to show you this when we do go back to the table as well, at the demo area, just how they work. We do have down here as well that glimmer and the shine paste. These have been really busy during the hour. Everything, as I mentioned, here at this side of the show, back in stock for you. Shop Frost is the first one we're going to quickly share the details of. It is that thick, frosty paste. It looks brilliant, as we've seen through a stencil. Or it looks great with a palette knife onto the surface. You can layer it up, add great texture to a variety of mediums and projects with this. And it's only $10.99. It's fabulous. You get a 90ml pot there. We've then also as well here for you got the Crystal Shine Paste. It's Shop Shine for that one. $10.99 again for 90ml of that one. That's got your holographic film inside there as well. So you do get that extra element of iridescence and reflection with this, which you don't get with the other mediums, so you do have that extra a bit of excitement going on there. Now we called 20% of these already in basket. These are your the ceramic bowls. Actual favourite of mine. I love them. I got a set of these. I mentioned this already. They are down even lower than when I bought them. They're now $12.99 for a set of 6. I definitely am going to consider getting some of these for Christmas gifts this year. I think they're absolutely wonderful. The set I've got, I was completely honest with you, I haven't painted them. I've left them as they are because I really like them just as is. But I am going to get an extra set to paint because I do think some wonderful little red pinstripes around the edge of there with a wonderful gold edge would look absolutely stunning for Christmas. Even if you're not using them for serving food, if you're just putting potpourri inside them or you're going to put candles in them, they would just look great. Or even if you've just got extra baubles left over. I mean, we've got loads of decorations that I always get them all out and not everything goes up because I change things around. Having little vases and things filled with decorations like baubles always looks wonderful. Some fairy lights in there, but you've got 6, okay? And they're like an off-white porcelain and they're fully glazed too. Shop bowl, this should be over £40 for all 6 of them. All 6 of these. $12.99. Great tableware Christmas gift. Talking of tableware, we do have the 2 rectangular plates for $8.99. Don't ask me how that price has come about, but it has. These again are great, even down the middle of your dining table if you're going to be serving off of these. They look wonderful. They look very decadent for a dessert, don't they? You can imagine, can't you, a piece of chocolate cake there with a bit of chocolate drizzle, sauce, and a little bit of icing sugar over it. That's like what you get in an ultra-fine restaurant, isn't it? But the scalloped edge plates are down to $8.99 today. So it's shop plate to go for those. I do believe they are dishwasher safe as well. I probably would hand wash them just because of the size of them, but I think they are absolutely fine for your dishwasher. So shop plate, $8.99 for those. We do have the ceramic tea light houses on the show. They're in a quad bundle. They're at a great price. They're just over £2.50 each. You're getting all 4 of them for $10.99. Should be just under £20 for these. They're from Creative. The 4-pack as well. I mean, we were talking about this earlier, going to a garden centre for Christmas stuff. You just can visualise these being like a tenner each individually in a garden centre, and you're paying nowhere near that. And you can paint them. They are a raw pottery, so they're a bisqueware, which means they've been fired after they've been made, but then they've not been glazed. So it means you could maybe gesso them, paint them, rice paper them, add your sparkle varnish over the top, which would look fab. To go for the set of 4, it's Shop House, and it's £10.99. Talking of ceramics, we do have the brown tumblers on the show. These again would look great painted. I like them as they are. I think the earthenware looks fabulous. That wonderful rustic colour. It's very 70s style. But again, these look great for candles. Maybe nice with a little mulled wine inside there. Shop Brown, $9.99 for these. They should be £27.96 for a set of 4. So those there, Shop Brown. We then do have one of the latest releases of glassware today on the show is the glass tumblers. Now these are the hexagonal sort of geometric style. They look great, don't they? I rice papered one of these in the show. Loved how it turned out. Oh, we're limited stock. Oh, we're limited stock for these. Shop Hexagon, $12.99 for those. If you want to get them, please make sure to get them in the basket and checked out. I know we had quite a lot of those, and now that we're limited stock, really does show just how many of you have gone for these and popped them in your baskets. Shop Hexagon, $12.99. Almost half price there. Brilliant deals. Right, we do also have the small shot glasses available on the show. Great for a votive candle jar. $4.99 for 12. $4.99. That's a ridiculous price. 12 of these, 12 gifts. I mean, even if you buy your big candles and you have them at home and they burn down to next to nothing, there's still quite a bit of wax. You could fill them up with these. They're great for desserts too. little desserts, little votive ones. You can do mini tiramisus in there. I'd have about 4 of them. Shop candle, £4.99. I know. This glass of ours, I know we were really busy for this earlier on.
All gone.
They've all gone. Now it can go at the back. There we go. The vase has gone. Right, everybody. Should we head back over to demo and have a play? Should we head back over? Oh, also, just to mention, those wooden door signs that I was demoing on, get a set of 3 of those. They're fabulous, okay? And they are shopped round. I'm just going to have a swig of water just before we carry on, which is always a nice, fun, quiet moment. So everyone enjoy a little drinking watch. You could hardly see me behind that confetti, could you? It's not bubbly, it's water. Right, okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the the crystal shine through the stencil as we set this up just before we went over there. So what we do, I'm going to take a piece of mylar to use as a palette. There we go. And I'm going to take some of that crystal shine out of here. There we are. And pop it just onto my mylar sheet here. Okay, you can see how much I've been using of this. There we go. Take it out. And then we're going to start to blend through our stencil with it. Okay, so pick it up like this and just start to blend through. Now what we're doing here is we're not getting full coat coverage with it. I'm using it thinly, which means we're going to get all of the holographic shine and speckles of frost, okay, which looks really nice. You can stipple it to layer it up a little bit more if you wanted to, but this is great for paper crafting and card making, and it also showcases that holographic really well. So once I lift these up to show you, afterwards you'll really start to see where that's all coming into play. Here we are, look, like this. Really build it up, and I also really like as well, as you're stenciling with it, all the frost gathers in the sort of corners of the stencil, which looks like on a window when the snow has all been swept with the wind in like a blizzard, and it all starts to form. I can't wait for a bit of snow. I know it causes havoc on the streets and it's not fun to drive in, but I do love a bit of snow.
Get some this week, I think.
This week? Oh my goodness, Becky's weather woman says that we might get some some snow.
It's saying it, although it might just be sleet.
Might just be sleet. Who knows? Who knows? I think last year it didn't. It snowed like. I think it snowed. I was looking through my photos. I think it was either the 18th of November or something like that, and it snowed really heavily, and it lasted for a while. And then when we went into December, it warmed up again, and it all went really strange. But we usually now we tend to get snow in like January, don't we? February sometimes. It's strange, but yeah, love a bit of snow. There we go. But yeah, we live on quite a steep road, so it's always good fun. There we are. And I'm going to just blend this through here. And then I can remember when I was a kid, our school was the only school that would never close. You'd sit there with the radio on in the morning, they'd always list all the schools in Sheffield that were closed, and our school would always be open. Everyone else, you could see all the other schools closed, snow day, out sledging, we'd all sat there, and because only half of the kids would come in, you'd only ever start watching a film anyway. Do you think I could do this at home? Right, so let's take this away. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, you need to try this. Look at that. Can you see how the frost has gathered in areas and the holographic film is now reflecting in others? Now, if I just dry this with the hair, I'm obsessed with that. That looks really nice. I'm just going to get the hairdryer, give it a blast. I'm going to set my stencil brush in some water so it doesn't dry out. Now, I've done this on thin card, okay? As we start to dry this, it looks like stone. That looks crazy. Okay, so I'm blasting over the hairdryer, and what this will do is it will dry the transparent binder that's within there, but the frost will stay, of course, on the surface and in those edges of the stencil. So completely different in appearance to what we did with this first time round, and it's £10.99. That is fabulous. I absolutely love how this is turning out. There we go. So, bring that round. Look at that. Can you see the holographic film inside there? That is crazy. I absolutely love that. And again, I've done this on thin cards, so you could use it in paper craft as well. Right, what we're going to do, and set that to one side and do something else. Okay, now the crystal varnish, the sparkle varnish, sorry, I'm going to show you what this looks like. So we'll keep our palette just there, put the lid back on my products before I start getting into a mess. And I've got the wooden wine box here. I'm going to show you what it looks like just going straight onto wood. Then I've also got a ceramic tray that we can do with the crystal varnish. So when you've got your crystal varnish, I keep calling it crystal, it's sparkle varnish, but I like to call it crystal varnish because it's crystally and sparkly. So give it a really good shake. Okay, you've got mica inside that you want to shake up. Okay, so shake back and forth like you're making a really nice Christmassy cocktail. There we go. And then we're going to put that out onto the mat. Okay, can you see there? I've put it out onto the mat and it's got quite an opaque haze to it at the moment. It's not going to stay like that though. It's going to dry crystal clear. So pick up some of that varnish, and as we start to go onto the black gesso, you'll see that all of the mica inside it. Can you see that? Look at that. And it's $7.99. You either go for the silver one, which is shop silver on your screen, or shop gold. So I'm just going over here with the varnish, and it just adds that real fine glimmer of shimmer and just allows everything to sparkle. So it's brilliant for Christmas. I mean, look at how that is just completely dazzling now. It is very similar to working with aquastone, but it is just on a different level. So again, I'm using this all the way down. It has a slight sort of milky haze to it before it's dry. So don't worry if you're thinking, oh my goodness, like it's gone opaque, I've put too much on. That's how it looks. And as soon as it dries, it just goes fully clear. And we can speed that up a little bit with our hairdryer, which I'm going to do for you if I just do the front. Because it's all about just showing you how these work and the best way to use them. Now I'm using a soft fan brush for this. It's one of my preferred types of brushes to use with glazes, or just a soft flat brush in general. It means that you're not scraping paint off, you're actually allowing it to lay down flat like this, which gives you not only a better coverage, it gives you a nicer appearance once it's dry. So get that nice and smooth. I'm just going to do a little bit more whilst I've got some on my mat, don't want to waste any. Just here on the corners, pick up a little bit more. There we go, like this, back and forth, like that. And then what I'm going to do now is bring in the hairdryer, put the fan brush in the water, just so I don't dry that too. And let's bring some heat to it. It dries relatively quick, especially with heat on a thin layer like this. But look at that. Oh, all that mica inside there. And look, you can see where it's matte gesso and it's perfectly varnished. That is just showing the difference and what this actually does to the surface. On here it's already dry, so you can see it is a quick drying medium. And wood, it will soak in ever so slightly, so it's entirely up to you what surface you want to put it onto. It will work on things like metal as well. Use it on that. There we are, all the way around. Wonderful. Oh, look at this, it's looking great. Okay, so what we're going to do is I want to leave that to dry naturally on its own now. Now we shared something with you, which was the resin cast village, wasn't it? And I thought, let's paint it, and then we can put snow all over the tops of the trees in the house. So we're going to do that, because we've got time, I think we've got time, we'll squeeze it in. And then also, we mentioned about looking about the glimmer frost on the Sospeso, so we'll try and squeeze that in for you too. Whilst we're on sparkle varnish though, I'm just going to get out this tray that I've got under here, okay? Now this I've gessoed black, so it's just got black gesso on it, like that. And then again, you can now, not dry brush, well dry brush in a sense with the sparkle varnish. So I've got some of the silver here, so let's put a little bit of the silver out, and I'll also use some of the gold. We'll use both of them together. Okay. Remember, always give them a good shake if you've left them for probably at least over half an hour. Give them a good shake. So I'm going to go back and forth, and just on this outer edge where the butterflies are, with the sparkle varnishes, and it will just pick out all the detail with mica, but of course it will give it like an enamelled glaze. So I'm only going to go onto this top lip there. There we go. And I'm going to keep crossing over between the silver and the gold. So they're almost sort of mixed together. Can you see how it instantly just adds that sparkle in varnish though to the top of it? And gesso is unapologetically matte. It's designed to be matte anyway. So this is going to completely transform it. And it with a garnish, with a varnish over it, gesso looks fabulous. There we go, around here. Any on there, just wipe that off. So you can see already where that's really started to add that sparkle. And I love that it's not overpowering either. It's not too intense. Sometimes if you've got like a glittery or a dazzling effect on the surface, if it's too much, it can detract from the beauty of it. Whereas this is just the right amount, which is what I like. There we go. So back and forth all the way around over here. I'm going to use a little bit more gold, so I've got a little bit under there. There we go, a little bit more gold just around here. And it will dry with this almost like a lacquered enamelled finish, but with mica inside it. There we go, like this. So we're going to let that dry, okay, just way around that edge. You can see where it was matte in the middle, and we're going to let the rest of that do its thing. Okay, so I'm just going to sit that over there. Now I mentioned to you about using the snow paint on the village, on foliage too. There's loads of different things that we can do with this. I'm trying to think of everything that we should try and squeeze in for you. Right, let's have a go on here, and then we'll come back. We'll just keep going with it. But let me know as well if there's anything in particular you want to see that I can do. I'm just going to quickly. Oh, fabulous!
If you use Stone line on glass seal stickers, you need to wipe off the glass
If you're going with with the stickers, it depends on what purpose you're varnishing them for. It wouldn't make them dishwasher safe because the stickers themselves, with the coating on the back of those, if you put them in the dishwasher and they get through that heat, they will lift anyway, and they can lift under the varnish. But if you're going to be sealing them down, I would say it depends on what type of glassware. So, for example, something like this. If I was to aquastone that, I'd aquastone the entire thing, because if you've got it just on the sticker and not all on the glasses, it's only going to sit on the top of that sticker. It's not going to seal it down, because it will, of course, allow it to be, hand wash it. But what I would do is, if it was on a very small sticker on glass, I would go over it and then just very gently go around the edge, maybe with a wet wipe, just close up to it, not all the way up to it. It will dry clear, but you may slightly see it. It depends. I tend to do full coat coverage on everything, and then you don't have to worry about it. But I see exactly what you're saying. But no, I would just glaze over the entire thing. It depends. If it's a massive piece though, and you've only got a few stickers on it, then no, I wouldn't glaze over it all. But it depends on what it is that you're trying to cover. If you could let us know what it is you're trying to cover, or what effect it is you're trying to achieve, then I could definitely maybe help you a bit better than that. Right, okay, so snow foam paint, lantern. What I'm going to do is start to pick the snow foam up, and this little plastic thing, oh yeah, I'll keep it there. I'm going to start to build up the snow on the top, okay, in a really nice raised dimensional. We don't need to paint it first because we can layer this all up. So let's start to build as if the snow start to land all over the top of this lantern. Look at that, and you really build up that height with this. Oh, Amber, sorry, lovely, the telly's gone. There we go. So start to really build up all of that texture on there, like this, okay. And then I'm going to taper that down towards the end, so it looks like the snow has almost swept its way up. And then do the same on this little bit here too. There we go. Bringing that round. Just onto that corner. There we go. Oh, we've got American Idol on. Don't worry, we're not just sat watching telly. It's a telly that everyone else can see too. Now look at that snow on the top of here. That's with that snow foam, okay? So it allows you to really build up the dimension. Now, because this has that rubberized finish, again, it has got that flex to it. But to give some contrast, once that's dry, I would then go in with the glimmer frosts. But on things like your foliage, which we can then tie around here, so you've got all of that added onto it, I would then go in with the icy snow paste. So, stencil brush for your icy snow paste again, just to show you this, for anyone who may have missed. You're going to grab that stencil brush, go straight into that icy snow paste here, like that, and on that foliage, like this, just start to go straight into it there. Oh dear. Right there, Becky.
Yeah.
All good. There we are. Look at this, and it's just crumbles down. But what it does is it clumps. See there how it's clumping? If you've got a Christmas tree that has fake snow on it, how often are you constantly hoovering up? This glues itself. It like bonds to it. So once it's dry, it like concretes itself in place. Here we go. So if you have got smaller little artificial trees, or you've got little wreaths or little small bits of foliage like this that you want to add that frosting to, this is the stuff. It went right in my eye. You might want to use goggles. This is the stuff that you want to use for it. It's absolutely fabulous. Now this little pine cone here, I'm just going to peel this away if I can. There we are, look. Right, that pine cone looks really cheap, okay? It's like plastic. Now, if we go in with some of this snow paint on all the tips of it, like this, and then really build it up onto just the tips of the pine cones, we're completely changing the look and feel of that. Now look at that frosty pine cone. Isn't that wonderful? And you can actually see the texture of the snow really building up on all of the little tips of that. It's brilliant. It's such a good product. It's fabulous stuff. And when you then muddle it in with your foliage and you start to put it all together, you can see the quality and how it really has leveled it up. And that now has gone from a piece of foliage like this to this. So you can see how that snow really sort of gathers inside that. You could also put some gloves on as well and really push it around. Once it's dry, it's really going to stay in there for you. It's fabulous. Okay, so I'm going to put that brush now to one side. Now be careful how I pick that one up. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is we've got our little village here, which I thought would look really nice dressed in snow. So I'm going to take some elements here like the church and the house and knock that bit there over. There we go. And then let's start to decorate this up too. And I'm thinking let's use the snow foam paint for this one because it's thinner and it will allow us to get some really nice detailing done. So again, we're going to start off with a small brush, okay, and just start to layer it up on top of the house like this, okay. So I'm building it up on the peaks of the roof, and this will just decorate everything exquisitely. I mean, if you've got cardboard cutouts, if you've got the resin cast village like this, this is how to dress it for Christmas. Okay, so as I've picked it up, I'm then going to do the actual top of the roof line, because otherwise it'll look kind of strange if not. So we've got to go all the way over the roof, like this, just using that brush. And it just instantly creates texture that looks realistic, it looks purposeful. It doesn't look like it's been applied by a brush either, which is really interesting.
I was asking, do you know where that lantern came from?
The lantern, I don't actually, but I think it might have been like somewhere in the summer, like a Home Bargains-y kind of place, or the Range, I'm not sure, something like that. But yeah, it's only plastic, it's not expensive at all. Sorry Deborah, I don't know the exact shop, but I think it was definitely purchased in the summertime, so I don't think, has it got a sticker on it? If it says, no sticker I'm afraid. Somewhere like that, I think. It could have even been like the pound shop or something. But yeah, it's not glass or metal, it is only made out of plastic. So you can see there on the roof, look how cute the snow is, and it's changed the actual outline of the top because it has got that dimensional finish. So let's sit that one inside here, like that, and look how cool that looks. It looks so nice. Right, okay, then we're going to do the steeple. Okay, the top here. There we are. Go around the edges. Again, just on the peaks of this one. Just there. And I'm using just a small brush to control this, and it's working perfectly fine. You don't need anything in particular. You don't need any skill set to be able to use the snow foam paint. It's an effect that kind of develops on its own. There we are. And I'm just sort of teasing it. I'm poking and prodding it with the brush, and that's the best way of describing it to you, because that's essentially what I'm doing. I'm just going in and rolling that brush around like this. And you could put little bits of it as well on the bottom of the windows. You could be gathering on the little windowsills in there. There we go. Really start to build that up all the way around and around the top of the tree. Look how cute. Oh, we need a bit more just there. So let's put that one in here. And then we've got our trees. So we're going to need to add it to the trees too, obviously. There we go. So we're on the top of the tree, like this. Oh my goodness, I'm hungry now. What's everyone having for the lunch, Becky?
Oh, mine's boring. I've just got like a pot noodle type thing.
Oh, a noodle
It's
type
not a pot
thing.
noodle, it's a soba.
Oh, I know the ones you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Amber, what are you having? She's having a sandwich. There we are. I've made a sandwich this morning. I rarely ever get a chance to make lunch, and I made one this morning, so I'm quite happy with myself.
I wanted something quick because I've brought my crochet in.
Oh, okay. So Becky's crocheting on her lunch today.
I want to sit and do my crochet.
You've got to sit. Have you told yourself you've got to sit?
Yeah.
I've bought all the stuff to do crochet. I just can't do it.
You can.
Can't.
You can.
I know.
I couldn't. I didn't think I could. A couple of weeks ago, I was like, I can't do it.
Are you left-handed or right-handed?
I'm left-handed.
So am I.
I'm doing it right-handed.
Oh, are you?
But I do a lot of things right-handed.
I might have to join you on lunch then. We'll have to sit and crochet together because I really want to learn to do it. So
I write left-handed, but I do a lot of other things with my right hand.
Really? Well, my mum's left-handed, right-handed. Everyone in my family is. So I used to pick up doing everything right-handed.
That's
yeah.
Same with me.
Oh, right, okay, brilliant. Yeah, I don't know if anyone else is like that. I was like the only left-handed kid in the class. You used to bring those block of scissors out, and mine would be the one with the green and the yellow handle. That was me.
I've never used that.
Yeah, so that was me. I always
I use scissors with my right hand.
Yeah, I always used to do is it ambidextrous or whatever they call it, or something like that?
Yeah, I think, although I don't know if ambidextrous is, you can do the same things with both hands.
Oh, okay. Maybe. Like
I don't know if it works, but you can do some things with one hand and some things with the other.
Oh, I see. Well, everybody, whether you're left-handed or not, you can crochet. I really want to learn how to do it. I was just getting a bit confused. Right, okay, so look at this snow foam. I'm building up these trees here, and I'm just adding it to the tips of the branches, because this is designed to have a candle in it, so you'll see through the middle of it all. But I'm just adding this, and there's a wonderful wavy edge to these trees as well, which means that as the snow foam paint is built up on there, if anything, it's only going to add to that effect, which means it's going to look stunning. Just wipe that a little bit off there in the middle. There we go. Yeah, you can add glitter to it, and glitter to the top of it. Look at how wonderful that's looking now that we've got all of the snow on the tops of those roof lines, and it dries again with that texture. Don't it? Oh, this one in the mould, it's not quite dry yet. Oops, it's not quite dry yet. No, not ready to demold that one. We only did it just under an hour ago, so it's not quite ready to pop out just this moment in time. Remember as well, if you've not already done so, please make sure to get your Pictionary words in, because we've only got just over 5 minutes left of the show. Don't ask me where 2 hours has gone. I couldn't tell you. I honestly could not tell you. It's absolutely flown by. But it's been absolutely wonderful, hasn't it? Now, I was thinking as well, of course, with the acrylic baubles, things like that, you can decorate the tops of these with all of your paints and your pastes too. If you wanted to just use things like the Glimmer Frost, you can do. Now, I'm going to keep the protective backing on the reverse of this bauble because I've got it on my paint palette and I don't want to get it messy. But if I just use the Crystal Shine, let's go in with the Crystal Shine and just a brush. Let's have a look here. Oh, that's my new one. I'll leave that to one side because I knew I was running low. Let's get some of this out. Okay, and put it just on the palette, just here. There we go. I'm going to show you how you can build up glittery snow on the top of this bauble. This is the show to get all of your snowy, festive, frosty projects on from Cadence, because the show's coming up, we're going to be using them on those as well. So pick up your paint on your brush and scrape it off, okay, like this. And then you want to start pushing it, and look at how you can mould it, okay. So I'm literally scraping it off onto the bauble, so it's on there like that. And then start to push it around and use your brush almost as like a sculpting tool, okay, to go around with it. Now the reason why I'm not using snow foam paint for this is that I want it to be purely just glittery, okay. Now this is thinner, so it will move a little bit easier, but you can create that melted snow look with this one. Let's go all the way around the top with this. There we are. Try my best not to get it onto the reverse of this bauble. There we go. So you're going to build that all the way around. Cover the cap of the bauble in it as well. like this. Fabulous stuff. And keeping that nice rounded edge to the bauble is what we want, whereas with the snow foam we created that irregular edge. So we're keeping the design sharp, and then keep picking it up like this, and that's where you can then start to create your own unique paint pattern. Okay, so through here, let's bring it round like this. Okay, taper it down the sides of that bauble. There we go. And then pick up a little bit more and bring it round, and look at this, how it's starting to just create that wonderful snowy top to it. So we're going to go really fine with the brush just round here, and then we're going to start to choose where we want our snow to sort of drop in. So I'm going to do another one sort of tapering down about there. So I made my mark with my brush, start going in with that snow and building it up. Okay, there we go. I'm just in here like that. Add a little bit more around there and add it so it looks like it's melting down the edge. You need to fill out this little bit as well around here. And this is just fun to do. I mean, the back of this with rice paper on would then look wonderful because you've got all of the frost and the ice around the top of it, like this. There we go. Just pushing that in, and look how easy it is just to move with the brush. I'm literally moulding it into place. Now that's kind of gone a little bit off at a different angle, so all I'm going to use is something to scrape it back in. Let's find what I've got. Let's see. I'll use this palette knife here, just with this straight edge, just to kind of push that back a little bit. Perfect. That worked really nicely, just like that. And that's created a wonderful little icicle for us, just coming down there with the snow. See how it's starting to form now? So I want to do the same again on this side, but a different height. So brush upright, so it creates that flat pointed edge, bringing it down. There we go. And then do one here towards the top. Bring that down as well. And this looks, I mean, it looks very, very nice. Think about how inexpensive baubles, plastic ones can be. And then you're going to add all of this really decadent touch to it at the end. Look at that. Doesn't it look great? It's really, and it's so glittery too. It's super sparkly. Again, we do always struggle to try and sort of show that on camera to you, but I can assure you when you get this home, you're going to have that wonderful dazzle look and feel with this. There we go, and bring some of that back down into here, and then round that off. And you can just keep going back to it, having a look. You can add more glitter to this if you wanted to, but honestly, it's very, very glittery. There we are. But the glitter doesn't shed. Once it stays on there, this is permanent and it will set. There we go. And a little bit more texture. Just go around and sort of poke it with the brush, and you'll create that wonderful soft pillowy snow all the way around it. Look how pretty that is now. We've got the crystal shine all around it. That product is Shop Shine. It's £10.99. It's a brilliant, brilliant price. I'm going to quickly go back over just to quickly share with you the details of a few of those items that we've got back in stock for you today. Before we do have to say goodbye up until before this evening. It's been a wonderful show, so thank you so much for staying with me for the 2 hours today. Just to briefly remind you, the snow foam paint that we used on the village, on the baubles, on lots of other items on the show today is Shop Snow. It's £10.99, 250 mils of this. It's going to go a very long way for you there. That's going to do you for Christmas, for all of your crafty projects. Again, with this one that makes it super unique is you can do it on your windows, let it dry, and then after Christmas, spritz it with warm soapy water and actually wash it away and remove it completely. That one is £10.99 Shop Snow. We've then got the Icy Snow Paste. This is the one that sets like grit, really solid, very robust, very dense paste. You can feel the weight of it. It's so heavy. That there for you is Shop Icy, £9.99. You can also as well use this through your silk screens. Just press it down firmly and it does look great, but be sure to wash them thoroughly. We then do also have both sparkle varnishes for you. We've got them in the silver and the gold. Shop Silver, £7.99 if you want to go for that one. And of course Shop Gold if you want to go for the gold sparkle varnish. It's a clear aqua coat, just like the Aqua Stone. Gives you that wonderful enamel finish, but it is packed with either one of those colours of mica. £7.99 for either one of those, though, is a great price. We've then got the frost as well for you, so I was just using that there over through that stencil. I mean, it just looks beautiful. The frost is that thick paste, but then we also do have my favourite as well, the crystal shine, which I was just using there on that bauble to get that holographic effect. And we used it to blend on that cardstock, which gave this effect, didn't it? Let me go and grab this. Look how wonderful that turned out now it's dry. Isn't it stunning with that holographic film inside it, and then you've got that wonderful frosted look. It's like it's etched onto glass, isn't it? That's Shop Shine for you at $10.99. We're going to go and grab something to eat, and we need to draw a winner. We do. And they have won. How many points is it? But didn't. 250 points. Fran, congratulations. Fran Mansfield Clark has won 250 points. It was indeed pancakes that I drew. Thank you very much for guessing it, Fran. Right, okay. We'll be back with you this evening. We're going to be putting in a fabulous tape show for you now that you can sit back, relax, and enjoy. And yeah, make sure to check out your baskets, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you later on. Congratulations, Fran, and take care, everyone. Bye.